Good evening, and welcome to the 2023 YouTube Sports Guard Hall of Fame announcement. I want to thank everyone for both participating this year and tuning in for this special announcement. This year saw a record number of ballots submitted in the video-only ballot era, with 121 different video ballots recorded. I'm proud to say I watched every single second of every single one of them. It is my great honor to serve the community in this way, and I'm happy to be your commissioner for the second year in the 6th year overall of the existence of the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. 169 different channels received at least one vote this year, and another record of 31 of the 38 active YouTube Sports Card Hall of Famers cast a ballot for the 2023 ballot season. Before I get to the announcement, I have a few things that I would like to mention. First of all, in the future, I will not be watching every second of every video. I've prided myself on doing that so far the first 2 years and getting the results to the community quickly. But the number of videos and the length of ballots has grown. Thanks a lot, Big Scott and Ed Wesker Group. And that is a great thing. Going forward, I may have to just record lists that people post in their comments and tagging those channels in the comments. Thanks to those of you who do that already, both for myself and for others looking to follow new channels within our community, making it easier to do so as a part of this process. So I will be doing that in the future so that I can continue to do this in a timely manner. That is because I have added a few bells and whistles to the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. First of all, a special thanks to my friend Adam at Splendid Sports Cards. He has helped me to create a website for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. It will be updated with this year's enshrinees following this announcement, and you can check it out at yschof.com. The link will be in the description of this video below. Secondly, as a part of the ballot process this year, I've added an additional metric regarding votes year over year. For those of you that are fans of the actual Baseball Hall of Fame voting and are familiar with Ryan Thibodeau's tracker, I have added net plus minus votes for returning and new voters from the prior year, meaning you can see trends in the voting on the spreadsheet easily that you all have a link to in this video that you will see below about the ballot for this year's results. I hope you enjoy seeing these additional stats, and I plan to continue them as this was really fun for me, and I hope it is for you, just like the entire season of this within the community. I'm very transparent with the process, and I do not even vote. I simply watch the videos, tally the votes, and announce the results. Finally, a special shout out to Mike Moynihan, baseball collector, for trusting me to carry on the mantle of Commissioner of the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. It is a great honor for me, like I said, to serve this community in this way, and I appreciate him taking and getting all the blame and all the heat, even when he hasn't been commissioner in 2 years. Love you, Mike. So now, the moment you guys have all been waiting for and what you are here for, the announcement of the class of 2023. The leading vote getter this year is a channel that is getting in on his first eligible ballot under the 3-year rule, despite getting 18 votes back in 2021. His came a long way from that, receiving 64 votes this year, which is the second most all time, good for 52.89% of the vote, which also ranks third best all time at this point. You see him in live streams, at the National, and with his sidekick on his own channel, discussing Clemente, the Yankees, vintage, modern, and the Hall of Fame. His daughter may run the show, but he gets all the credit. So Misfit, Ludrock TV, welcome to the Hall. The channel with the second most votes this year, who is also getting in on his first ballot under the 3-year rule. He's a part of history as well, though, receiving 58 votes, 5th best all time, good for 47.93%, which is 6th best ever. This is a much more positive side of history than his Indians, Guardians, typically are. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention how incredible his artwork is and how he has shared it with the community in a truly unique way. Also, rarely do I say anything biased at all regarding the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. But in this guy's case, I'm making an exception. I've met him personally, and he is one of the nicest, most generous, kind people that I know, both inside and outside the hobby, and I'm proud to call him my bearded brother. So by now, you probably know, but now it's official. Reindeer Studios, welcome to the Hall. The third member of this year's class also garnered a significant portion of the ballot's attention, tallying 48 votes, tied for 9th all time for 39.67%, which is tied for 10th best ever. There was little doubt from the get-go that this channel was getting in this year. Credited as being the true first ballot YouTube Sports Card Hall of Famer in the 3-year rule era, he's established himself as elite. You could also say he's a collector of all things elite as well. MVPs, Triple Crown winners, and the greatest Hall of Famers of the game of baseball. It's only misfitting that he would go in with Lou. Elite hunters, welcome to the Hall. Now, the fourth is a channel who actually ties with the third member of this year's class with both votes, 48, and percentage, 39.67. His Red Sox PC does the heavy lifting on his channel and does so in this class, attempting to balance out the Yankees of Lou and James. He collects vintage and recently also got into Hall of Fame autographs. He's widely known as a wonderful person and one of the nicest guys you would ever meet. You could say, if he parked his car outside and you ran into him, you would be wicked awesome to use. So pick a Jim S. Welcome to the Hall. The fifth and final member of this year's class was inducted very closely over a handful of other channels. It came down to me watching the last 10 or so videos before I knew his channel was getting in. Thanks to my new metric that I mentioned earlier about net plus or minus votes, I know that this channel gained a record net 22 votes this year to gain induction. Many would say it is a long time coming. He is known as an extremely knowledgeable collector and a generous guy. He received the 18th most votes in the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame's history with 38, good for 32.23%, which is 21st amongst the now 50 Hall of Famers currently inducted. Are you wondering who it is? Do you think you know who it is? This was exciting for me personally, so I had to slow roll it just a little bit. For the football OG, Christmas has finally come for Bradley Claus. So Brad8671, welcome to the Hall. Congratulations to the entire class of 2023. Thank you again for all of you who have participated and chose along with me for this little event to have a positive impact on people in the hobby. It is my sincere honor to serve, and it is always my goal for this to be a good thing to the best of my ability. Please check out the link to the ballot to see the results in detail. Check out the link for the website for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame too. And if you were just inducted, shoot me an email at thepointguard@yahoo.com so I can coordinate your induction acceptance speech for a video soon, just like last year. Until then, guys, keep making content, keep collecting, and God bless.